Want another name? Devil May Cry.
Oh god. I already forgot that that happened. What the fuck is happening? Like, it's not even, like, the same animations and the same attack pattern, but it's, like, just automatic. It's like, somehow, they took the same boss and made it not good. This good boss that existed.
I am back.
It's like the number one, like, example to point to for that is when the Grimgrams were like started Let's Playing Sonic and the Black Knight, and the instant the video started, Aaron Hansen was like, "Oh, this game sucks," and the reasonable human being on that show who exists, I don't know his name, was like, "Oh, have you played it?" You know, like a normal fucking person would be. Be like, oh, you just said this game sucks. Oh, so you must have a pre-existing knowledge of the game and are basing that on something.
Yeah.
And his response was literally, like, with no self-awareness whatsoever, like, no, but everyone says it sucks.
Oh, God, that's...
Literally exactly what you said. Like, we all hate this thing, right? Like,
Right?
oh, this game sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, you've played it? No, but everyone says it sucks.
God,
Like, based on absolutely fucking
school.
zero information.
Junior high school.
You were told to think a thing, so you
That's like, I have a friend who, whenever there's a new internet buzzword in some, you know, gaming, journalism, whatever the fuck, suddenly he starts saying it, and it's legitimately scary.
ludonarrative dissonance.
All of a sudden, he said, "Oh, this is the Dark Souls of..."
Oh, God.
Right when that started, and I was like,
Why are you
kidding?
doing
With
this?
no self-awareness or irony or anything, I'm like, oh my god, it actually scared me.
Like, it's working.
Yeah.
It's that thing of, like, when you see behind the curtain.
Yeah. Ain't no mind to the man behind the curtain. Like, and that happened with a bunch of other things. Oh, it just, like, he does it all
It
the
made
time.
you feel dirty.
Yeah, it really was, like, frightening. Like, wait a minute.
To
Did you
see
just say-
it actually working.
Yeah, with someone I know really well. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh, it's the Dark Souls of
And then
war
he's
games.
never said it before.
Yeah.
He said it that one time right when it became a thing to say. I was just like, oh my god, it is so freaky to see it actually happen. Like,
Yeah,
you
because
heard-
it's something you make fun of.
Yeah, you saw someone use this term like a million times, like, oh, this is the term we use now, and then you, oh god. That was bad. I was also just thinking about that. But it legitimately was, like, scary.
It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. This
Yeah.
is the audience that, that they're communing with.
It works.
We're seeing it. We're seeing it in action.
Yeah, and we're seeing how the sausage is made. You don't want to see that.
Tell me what I wanna see.
Grandparents, or great-grandparents, rather, Polish. You do not want to see how that shit is made.
That's a great expression, because anyone who knows how the sausage is
Yes.
made immediately knows.
God.
Like, oh yeah. Oh, you don't want to know.
No, no.
Oh, you don't want to see that
No,
shit.
you will not have any fucking Jimmy Beans after you see Latanskis. Latanski. No. No.
can use that too, thanks.
Alright, at fucking 140. 523 Lane Street Drive.
Lane Street Drive.
Town
Lane Street. Where do you live? Lane Street.
Lane Street.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Lane Street.
And there's that picture of the hospital where the street number was 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was like local hospital,
I think,
surgical center or something.
I think about that every time. I can never remember what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 Street Hospital.
You know, the surgery center,
the surgery ward,
with the doctor Doolittle.
It's fucking. Yeah, just like the fucking narrative.
Yeah,
it's so dumb. Kitty, just play the game. Just play the Devil May Cry. Don't play Devil May Cry 2. That's the only one. You have a free pass. You have to play DMC 1. Also, people being like, oh, I'm just gonna play the games in chronological order. Why would you ever do that? That's a rant for Metal Gear Solid, though. And they're like, oh, play Metal Gear Solid 3, Peace Walker 5, then Metal Gear 1 and 2, and then Metal Gear Solid, and then Metal Gear Solid 2, and then Metal Gear Solid 4. It's like, why would you ever fucking do that? They don't want you to do that. That's something for fun you do after you've already played all the games.
Yeah, it's a fun thing.
It's a fun thing to do. You're not supposed to consume the story that way, though.
Yeah.
That's not the way the story was written.
I mean, that's like, fucking James in F-Zero is the same as James in Star... I mean, that's a fun thing to think about, but you don't play the game with that knowledge.
Yeah. It's not, like... It's like,
you don't tell people new to the series that's the way
you
it
don't
goes.
tell them. You don't, like, fucking be like, oh, you're gonna play Devil May Cry? Play DMC 3 first, because it's the first game chronologically.
Yeah.
Why would you ever fucking do that?
Play Resident Evil 0 first.
Oh, God! That hurt. That was painful, what you just did. What you just did to America. It came first, so you can appreciate it. Like, no! Because you know what that's gonna... The reason why... I shouldn't have to explain this. The reason why is because you play... You do that, where you're like, I'm gonna play the prequel first, even though it was made fucking fourth. Is because you play that game where it was made after all the other games, so it has all these gameplay fucking advancements, and it looks better, and it plays better. So you go back and then you play the first one, you're like, wow, this sucks, and then you stop.
Just because the story takes place before the other ones doesn't mean you should play it before the other ones. It still was made as the fourth one. It's still the fourth game.
The story was written to be the fourth. They wrote that knowing that if you play it, you probably played the first one and know what the story of the first one is.
So stupid. Just because it's a prequel doesn't mean you're supposed to do it before the other ones. It's a prequel. Like,
it assumes that you played the game that it's a prequel to first.
Yeah. It's still the fourth game. Just because the narrative takes place before the first game's narrative, that doesn't make it the first game. They're not the same thing.
Yakuza also has to deal with that right now. Where people are like, oh, I'm just going to play Yakuza 0 first. It's like, no,
that's stupid.
You shouldn't do that.
Why would you think that? That is such a stupid thought.
Why would you ever think that is the correct thought that you should have?
Just because the fucking narrative
Why would you think that? Yeah. Like, what is the mentality of the person who's like, I'm going to play the prequel first?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm going to play the games in order.
It's
like what seed birthed that frame of thinking?
Yeah, that watermelon of thought.
Why would you... Like, I can't relate to the kind of person who would sincerely and unironically be like, well, I mean, it's the first one, right?
Yeah.
So like, the story happens first.
It was the fifth one.
Play it
the
fifth.
Yeah. It's immaterial that the story takes place before the first game.
Especially because, like, again, the story was written
Yeah,
as the
that's like-
fifth story. So if you play it, you're still not gonna know what the fuck is going on because it's the fifth one.
The story goes first. The game stays where it is. Like, that's so stupid.
You're gonna play it and be like, I don't know what's going on in this story.
Yeah.
I don't know who any of these characters are. A lot of things are gonna happen. You're gonna be like, I don't understand why it's significant. Like
horseshit.
Fucking Yakuza 0 is the perfect example because like there's a part in that where characters like a character who is not Kiryu goes, I will become the Dragon of Dojima. And Kiryu's like, ha, that's a cute nickname, but you're a faggot. And if you're just playing it as like Yakuza 0 is your first one, you don't get the joke.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't understand why that's funny unless you had someone else explain it to you.
Yeah, but especially with video games, it's all based on technology.
Yeah.
It's not like a movie. Yeah.
Because you're gonna play.
Shit! Sorry, I just pop filter.
Because you're gonna go back and play Resident Evil. Resident Evil. You're gonna go back and play fucking Devil May Cry 1 and be like, this sucks and isn't fun. Why does Dante play like a fucking arthritic grandma?
Exactly.
This camera's fucking asinine.
You went from a game made in 2018 to a game made in 2004.
Oh god, what the fuck did I just pick up? Oh no. I've never gotten these before. Oh no.
Holding those really weird.
What did I just uncover? What have I wrought? No.
This one, I mean, this video, seriously, you don't even have to sync up.
No,
I mean,
I guess you don't.
You could just put a static image of this, like, game that you're not even playing, just something you found on the internet,
Just
and
a
then
gif
just put the
of
audio
this.
over. Yeah. For 3 hours.
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Now, like, that shouldn't be encouraged, number one. Like, it's not elitism. It's not like you have to experience the thing that I like in the way that I did.
No.
There's a difference between elitism and that
how
is
it works.
objectively the incorrect
Yeah.
way to consume this narrative product.
Yeah. Like, what?
That is objectively not what you should do.
What in the world makes you go from point A to point B? Like, where did that thought come from? Oh, it's the prequel, so I should play it before the other one, even though it was made 10 years into the series' existence.
Like, for every reason in the world, that's stupid. Like, what would ever... Like, it just... The simple logic of, I'm going to play the one that says 3 first. Like, I feel like that's as far as it needs to go.
It
the
has
breakdown.
A 3 on it.
The breakdown of why that's stupid.
Yep.
Well, why not? It's the prequel. You're playing the one that says 3 before the one that says 1.
I mean, no matter when the story takes place, it was the 4th game. So you're playing the 4th game first.
And again, Yakuza 0 is like
And again,
the new like this fuck. You know,
the story takes place beforehand, but so what?
You're not
You don't
gonna-
know the story.
you don't know what the story is.
Yeah.
How does it benefit you to play like? Oh well, I don't. What? God damn it! Like I can't even like confront it as a serious thing because of how fucking stupid. it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I can't even take it seriously as a fucking perspective.
We have covered a lot of ground so far. Yeah. None of
The only boss who's killed me.
it. At a certain point, I discussed which coffee my nana likes. My nana, everyone.
In my knee.
My nana.
A baby said something wrong, so now your name is just Grombo for the last 30 years of your life.
30 years. You fought in fucking Korea. You started a family from the fucking roots. Had 4 kids and
God damn it! This is so fucking terrible.
fucking career, the blue collar fucking career. You put your kids through college, and now you're Gopi for the last 30 years of your life. Your twilight years.
The years of your life where you should be the most respected. stars.
And my Aunt Sherry was always Aunt Ree, because my brother, when he was little, couldn't say Sherry, he just said the Ree part. So, that was that.
Well, that's the end of that.
My grandfather was Gappa, he still is.
My Gappa.
My other aunt was Kaka.
Oh, that's sad.
That's sad.
I feel bad.
Yeah, you should. Oh, because her name is Kathy, and that's apparently
Kaka.
what a 1-year-old version of my brother said. Because my brother's 5 years older than me, and we're the only two, so he was the one who went through first and cleared all that.
Yeah, and set the ground.
Yeah.
The foundation.
He sowed the seeds. But I was always... I don't know if anyone has ever called me Nicholas.
I mean, like, sincerely? Probably not.
That was like one of my EMT instructors. It was like, do you prefer Nick or Nicholas? And I said, the only person who calls me Nicholas is my mom when she's pissed off at me. And he went, okay, noted.
When she's pissed off.
Nicholas! What?
What? I've never had that, because like, I talk about this with you a little bit, but, like, no one in my life has ever called me Ro before you.
You called yourself Ro to me.
I don't dispute that.
I just want you to know
I
that.
just
I didn't come up
never,
with it.
I never said that that's what people call me. I never said there was, like, a precedent.
I always called you Roman, and then one day we were chatting, and you, like, through me said, like, you should say, oh, hey, Ro. And then I was like, oh. Like, you get called that. Oh, okay. So then I started saying it just to have something else to say other than Roman.
Well, that's the
'Cause you
reason
don't
I
have a
said it,
nickname.
because, like, my name's 2 syllables.
I've had some people call me Nicky.
So I was probably
Not many.
going like, well, your name's 1 syllable.
You felt jealous?
I don't know what I was fucking feeling. I wasn't even a fucking human being when we met. You shouldn't judge me now based on what I was like
You
back
really did
then.
need a lot of work when we first met.
Oh, dude, I was the most broken version of myself when we first met.
I'm trying to fix what this is, but it's better. I've
That
made a
was-
lot of progress.
That was post bad things happening to me.
Some people call me. Well, some people have called me Nicky.
They should.
Joel did because he's from New York. And he's kind of
Hey, Nicky!
Nicky.
Hey!
Nicky.
And a New Yorker calling you Nicky,
Yeah.
I would accept.
That's. And then the receptionist at the optometrist I used to go to would call me Nicky. That was it. When I was really little, I hated people calling me. That was like a running gag in the family. Like, if you wanted to piss me off, call me Nicky. You're like, yeah,
You sure did
it
say
was
the
a
thing I
joke.
don't like.
I'm gonna act like a man. And then I remember when I got to like a certain age, I was like, I actually don't mind if people call me that. I should stop acting like a I was like, that sounds like a ghoul.
Nicky. Hey, Nicky. Nicky. Hey. 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 Nicky.
Well, just
Nick. I remember when I was in very low grade, people would call me Raymond to try and as an insult, as a like, haha, I'm saying your name wrong to make you mad.
Huh?
Yeah, kids were dumb. Kids are
Remain
dumb.
dumb.
And like an idiot, I let it bother me.
Yeah, of course.
I let them win.
Some of my teachers would call me Michael because apparently my
What?
uppercase it's dumber than you think. My uppercase N's kind of look like M's because I make the loop really big. That's the explanation. So I was like,
Are you ready?
M-I-C
Why the fuck
and then
is Are you ready?
and then stopped
sorry.
reading my name and just called me Michael. It's Micholas is what I wrote.
Oh yeah, Michael.
Oh,
Yeah.
Michael. So you
My Michael. It's like that thing your
what?
brain. It's like the opposite
Yeah.
of what your brain does when like a
predicted
word's
text.
misspelled.
Yeah.
Like a word, like as long as the first letter and the last letter are correct, your brain will fill in the gap.
Yeah, exactly. We're like, oh, it looks like an M. Okay, but that would make Nicholas, not Michael.
You're fucking stupid.
And then once one of my science teachers was like trying to get my attention and kept saying like, Michael! And then finally another kid in class was like, his name's not Michael.
Michael! And like
Like,
getting
really
more
pissed off.
and more
And I was like
offended.
writing something, yeah. And I was sort of
Why
like
are you
looking down,
responding?
Michael. And I forget, I think it was someone I didn't even know. It was like, his name's not Michael.
You're fucking stupid. Oh, I'm gonna flip my coin. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. Don't speak, just die. Again, this is the Dante who's so bored. Because he should be like, oh, I've heard of Two-Faced, but this is ridiculous. But no, he's just like, shut up. This is... Dante's as done with this as we are. I appreciate...
Yeah, it's like, Dante knows how bad this game
I
is.
appreciate when the video game character also knows that it's bad.
Yes.
Shut up. Just, god damn it. I don't want to do this anymore.
Capcom wants money. Let's just get this game over.
Fucking all of you. Don't speak, just die. Hate.
The world is once again your bitch.
And so am I. Fuck you. Fuck you! Fuck you! Oh, that game.
It's got nothing on Holy Dark Souls.
That is the standard by which you should judge Devil May Cry. Not. The world is at last your bitch, and so am I.
I'll bear my own flag.
I like how you give him a lisp.
I think he had a lisp, didn't he?
I don't think so. I think you're Mandela-ing that.
I think you're full of shit.
You're Mandela-ing that. He's dead now, so they should probably rename that.
He's always been dead.
In World War Z, he wasn't dead.
A lot of things were true, man.
When he hugged Redenbacher, whatever his fucking name was. There's my hot World War Z references for you. Like epic World War Z references. What the fuck
I
is
don't like this.
This boss is all of the bosses in this game are fucking terrible. What the fuck is this guy's name? Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh, it's Yahweh from Shin Megami Tensei. Truly, this game is a crossover with Shin Megami Tensei.
Here's El Shaddai. That's where the Vulcan salute comes from. Orthodox Judaism.
They thought we wouldn't know.
Ah,
They thought we wouldn't get it.
Rabbi, bless him.
Oh, we're almost done with this fucking game. Holy shit. We're almost done. We're almost done. Evil must be opposed and destroyed.
Leonard Nimoy seemed like a classy motherfucker.
He was pretty cool.
I can't say, I mean, I never met him, so I can't really say if he was or not, but he seemed like a classy dude.
He had that visage.
Like Dick Van Dyke. Every time I see an interview with him, I'm like, he's one classy fucker.
Oh, it's the Eclipse.
He's a nice dude.
It's the Eclipse. Cue the gothic music.
He's a dick.
No, I didn't.
That's where the video ends. No, I didn't. Sloppy bitches leaving shit
around. Like, oh, the coin that Dante had somehow turned me into the final boss.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the evil opera music from Resident Evil 0. The Leech
opera music is evil.
The Leech opera music.
Now I'll absorb you.
Get your
Look
Freddie
at his
Mercury
neck,
mustache.
Jesus. It's literally clipping through itself!
Yep.
Oh my god! Yeah, I don't know why he thought that coin was like a thing. That's clearly just something Dante brought with him.
It's one of those chocolate coins.
It has the logo for his store on it.
Is that the medallion?
This item that has never been seen or mentioned before. Switch them when? The story of this game, like, happens off screen. Even if you wanted to take this seriously, it's impossible to fucking follow.
Yep. It's a movie that constantly assures you you don't have to worry.
Showtime.
Fuck.
Showtime.
As I was saying.
Jackpot.
You don't have to concern yourself with this.
Oh, you actually do fight the mannequins. That's interesting. Time to shoot everything to death.
You know Irish people say mannequins? Now you do.
They don't, but they shouldn't. Also, you're
They
wrong.
shouldn't, therefore they don't.
They're wrong to do that, and you're wrong to inform me of that. God,
Irish people do a lot of things you wouldn't approve of.
you know what? They could remake this game and actually probably turn it into something worthwhile. This game is not unsalvageable.
Yeah, they
Devil May Cry is DMC Devil May Cry is unsalvageable. You know why? Because they released a version of that game that fixed all of the problems that it had, and it still fucking sucked. You could remake this and make a good version of it. It actually, like, has merit.
Badges. A merit badge.
Fuck.
This is a Christian Minecraft server, so no swearing.
I suddenly have aerial combos. Do these guys just not have health bars? Jesus. Where's the boss? I'm just gonna ignore you guys. Where are you? Where is he? God damn it, this camera.
God, camera this, damn it.
I literally don't know where anything is. Oh, there he is. He's sitting down. Very comfortably.
There's no time for rest. Freeman. Good album. Should make another one. Aaron Freeman. He broke up Ween because he was an alcoholic.
Where the
And
fuck
Ween
is the boss?
is
Jesus.
very much.
This camera is not helping.
Ween is very much a drug fan. He finally got to the point where he said, I have to quit this or else I'm gonna die. They're both like 50. That's the thing about liking bands from the 80s. Oh,
They're old now.
They might be giants. They both have like bifocals and shit now. And yes, the latest two They Might Be Giants albums. First ones I've never even looked at, let alone bought. They should have packed it in. They should
You're
have,
done. You
should
should
have
have
Billy
pulled,
Joel.
You should have pulled a Kurt Cobain.
Well, Jesus Christ. You should have booked Billy Joel. You could still tour, but I mean,
You're done doing new stuff.
you've done like 30 albums, and you know they're good. It's not that they're bad, but they're all the fucking same. They're so samey. Every single one, especially every one of these new dialogue songs play. Fuck me, man. That was always the thing about They Might Be Giants. Every single one of their albums sounded totally different from every other one of their albums.
Oh, fucking
listen
finally.
to fucking-
Jesus Christ. I was starting to become convinced they didn't actually have a health bar.
You listen to fucking Apollo 18, and you go, this came after Flood? Listen to fucking Lincoln. This came after the Pink album? What the fuck? The Spine sounds like nothing else. Yeah. And then once they hit Nanobots was the last one where I was like, And then the first couple, Phone Power, you know, the next two, they were like good songs on them. Because they're not bad. They're just all the fucking same. And at this point, it's like, come on now.
Come on.
I Like Fun was pretty good. It had some good songs on it, but they just... The
You're
sonic
done.
palette is the
You can
exact
stop
same.
now.
Yes. You're
You
still
don't
good.
need to work anymore, so stop.
You're still good.
You don't
but
have the hunger.
You are not surprising us anymore, and if there's any like bigger indication that you should stop doing what you're doing, you can still tour, but come on.
You don't have the hunger, and we can tell.
Yes.
You're not hungry. Your belly is full, and you're still making music.
Don't make But, yes.
Don't use this lewd language.
I mean,
The B word.
it's like Billy Joel. He's not making albums anymore. He still tours. You know, it's sort of like a nostalgic cash grab thing if you want to be cynical. But I'm just reaching for stuff to talk about. Billy Joel, fucking River of Dreams. That was a good album.
Continue.
That was a really fucking good album.
Yes. Yes, more.
Some exceptions. I'm not a big fan of Great Wall of China. But that was like a really good album. Probably, maybe his best. And then he just, for whatever reason, and like, maybe the reasons are genuine that he gives. I think he's given like 2 different reasons. Maybe they're genuine, but he just decided not to make pop albums. I mean, a classical album.
The 2 reasons
15
that
years later.
he made up. They could both be true. But
Yeah, I don't know.
Not at the same time.
I mean, there's not really a Billy Joel album that I don't like. I even like Cold Spring Harbor. He doesn't like it.
But he's
I
wrong.
I mean, I understand why he doesn't like it, but it's a good album. You know, it's not perfect, but I mean, it's a good album. They're good songs.
That's the sign of a good album. It has good songs.
I mean, it's his first. He didn't really know what he was doing, and he only made it because he wanted to be. He just wanted to be a composer. He just wanted to write. He wanted to be a songwriter, not a singer. But everyone was like, "Well, you got to record an album and promote the album, and that's how you'll get writing gigs." Then he became a singer-songwriter. So you can tell, but
Just fucking die already.
the songs from the attic. You could take or leave that album. That's a bit. Really? That's them live playing songs from his first album. But it had gone out of print at the time, so it was like the first time people had heard them. Man. Really? The cat's moaning over there.
Oh, good. Got her in the loop. Damn it.
Right in the loop.
Oops. Die to make the rest of this fucking easy, please.
Those loops instead like a boss.
Loops. Finally. Christ fucking mighty.
Let's see now. Phone power was okay.
There we go.
But even that was a while ago.